So I'm going to be doing a test here because I was listening to a lot of, I guess, has-been hotel dubs, and holy shit, I never realized how much I love Alastor's voice and, like, the radio effect, hence why he's called the Radio Demon, like, the effect on his voice. So I've got Audacity here, and I'm gonna attempt to replicate that same effect. So I guess here we go, and this is taking a lot of time, so for you guys it may seem like within, I don't know, maybe 3 seconds, it seems like I got it done instantly, but this took a lot of experimenting, a lot of trial and error, and just a little bit of frustration. So here we go in 3, 2, 1.
And what can you do, my feminine fellow? So where exactly is the hotel staff? Oh, you're going to need more than that. Oh, if I really wanted to hurt anyone here, I would have done so. This little darling is nifty! It took so long of a time to actually figure out the right settings to at least get, like, the grasp or the concept of how it's supposed to sound. Props to Vixie and the rest of the crew, because they had to initially test this out and find out themselves of what sounded right and what was absolutely atrocious, because it's easy after somebody else has done it to basically replicate it, because I have a base to go off of. They had no base, so the fact that they did it as well as they did, that's something in and of itself to earn a reward for that. Holy shit.
Now, granted, I don't exactly want to give out how it's done, because, I mean, for me, it's hard to explain. For me, it was like, I just more or less wanted to have the effect and know how to do it, for the simple fact that, you know, for future videos, maybe I might want to just do a thing or something, but I don't want to take away from the whole thing in its entirety. So I guess for sake of that, I don't want to exactly just like, oh, here's what effect I used, here's how I, you know, all of that. 'Cause, unless, and this is probably big even for me, but unless I get a fucking sign off, I guess, from like Vixie herself saying, oh, you know, it's fine, you know, go ahead, it's not that big a deal. I just want to refrain, because, you know, better to be safe than sorry, better to be safe and not throw it out there and how it's done and just kind of just spoil and ruin everything, than, you know, just to kind of sit here and just wait and get the approval, get the sign off. So I guess until then, I mean,
thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to my shitty impression of Alastor, but I guess it was more or less me of just like, hey, look what I found, look what I managed to do. I did a thing, IQ fucking 3000 up in here.